I will be dealing with a very unique style of teaching of coding programs where in part 1 line by line explanation of each and every line of program using pointer directly in code, and in part 2 dry run in code itself. No need of traditional type of copy pen needed where we will see how computer does the dry run by itself. And in part 3 revising the whole concept again from part 1 of line by line explanation to part 2 of dry run of code by computer itself, and that too all in single video. Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today's topic is serialization. Okay, so what serialization actually is, I will be dealing with in the three phases. So in first phase I will teach inside the code with the help of that what line will run in theoretical manner, and in second part I will run the code and I will show in the case of dry run that how actually computer used to do dry run. Okay, you don't have to take your copy a pen and that you have to write like I values equals to this, j's values equals to this. No, computer will do your job. He will show you that I am storing this value in this line. Okay, that makes sense. And in third phase I will revise the first phase, second phase continuously. Okay, so all these three phases in one video. It will be very beneficial for you all. So stay tuned and subscribe to this channel so that you get notified when I will be uploading new videos. Okay, so the topic is serialization. So what serialization actually stands for? Serialization means converting objects into stream of bytes, and that will be stored inside the file. Okay, or it can be used to transfer in the network, or it can be used in the storage of database. So converting objects into stream of bytes that will be used for storing in the file, or in transferring in the network, or inside the database storage. So whenever we will run this code, first of all computer will peep that where is the main method called. So here is the main method called. After this line, computer will go to the next line, that is this line. Okay, first of all this line, then this line. This line deals with singleton object class. Okay, singleton class, and where I have defined the singleton class, I have created an object of a class, that is this class, in the same package with a different name, singleton class.java. So singleton class.java have been called inside serialization code class with the help of this object. Okay, this makes sense. So with the help of this line I will be transferring this integer value and this string value to this file. Okay, so if we will see the class singleton class, the value that is 1 2 3 4 5 integer value and the value Kushag string value has been transferred to this constructor. Okay, so here 1 2 3 4 5 will come, and here Kushag will come, and that 1 2 3 4 5 will be stored in this, and Kushag will be stored in this. Okay, after that 1 2 3 4 5 in this, and Kushag in this. Okay, then that 1 2 3 4 5 will be transferred to this, and that to this variable. Okay, and Kushag will be transferred to this dot student address, and that Kushag value will be transferred to this. Okay, so here the dealing of singleton class has been done. Okay, so first of all we will transfer the value, the data of the data that we have to store in the file in the terms of objects. Okay, so storing the objects inside the file The file name will be kushagkhare.ser. So storing the objects inside the file kushagkhare.ser with the help of serialization, which converts the object into stream of bytes. So inside kushagkhare.ser, the objects of this will be stored inside this kushag.ser. Okay. So for creating the file, we have used these three lines. Okay. This will deals with the path where the file kushagkhare.ser will be created. Okay. So you can say that see that this is the E drive output, and there here no file is there. Okay. So inside output kushagkhare.ser will be created. So this three line deals with the creation of the file. Why there is this extension ser? Because we are creating a serializable file. Because we are dealing with a serializable file. Okay. So so now file has been created using these three lines: file output stream and object output stream. Because we are storing the object, that's why we are using object output stream. Okay. So now we have to write the objects, like the values of these 1 2 3 4 5 and kushag. So with the help of this os.write object, we will write the value inside the file kushagkhare.ser. Okay. After that we will close the connections, and we will show the output, that is serialization process is done. If any wrong thing or an exception is created, that will be handled in this catch block, and that will show that what exact exception has been created with the help of this system.out.println IOE. In IOE will be showing the exact reason why exception will be why exception has been created, or cause, the actual cause of the exception. Okay. So so we will see that in the dry run process. First of all, as I have said that computer will come to this line, that is singleton class obj equals to new singleton class 1 2 3 4 5 value, and kushag will be sent to this singleton class. Okay. So after reading this file, this line, computer will switch on to this singleton class.java file. Okay. See, we were in this file, and the switching has been done to singleton class.java automatically. Okay. Because I am sending 1 2 3 4 5 in kushag to this singleton class.java file. So that value will be stored in this kushag roll number in this. Okay. See the value. Address underscore is kushagar, and roll number will be 1 2 3 4 5, I think. See exactly. Okay. So now roll number dot is value will be stored in this, and will be transferred to this student dot roll number. You can see that. See, the value has been placed. Roll number dot is 1 2 3 4 5, and student underscore roll number is 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. And address will be, see this kushagar. Address underscore is kushagar, and student address, that is this, is kushagar. Okay. So after this process, computer will switch back to the selection code .java. Let's see that. See, it has came back to its object creation line. Okay. So after that, it will create the file. See, we can see that the file has not been created yet. Okay. So let's create the file. Okay. Let's see, the file has been created. See, kushagkhare.ser has been created, and after that OES close, FOS is closed, and selection process is done. Okay. We can see that the value has been stored in this. See, value has been stored successfully. And this values this data is actually not visible to that is human readable form, because this is in the byte form, byte stream form, so only computer can read this. So to read this file, we use the concept of deserialization. That is, the serialized object will be read with the help of deserialization process using the serialization class implementation. Okay, so we can see that in singleton class we have used serializable interface. Okay, that's why we have used implements. Okay, so let's revise the whole process once again. So first of all, computer will point out where is the main class. We can see that here's the main class. Computer will come to this line. After that, this line. Okay, and here I am creating an object and passing integer value and string value to this class. So singleton class will be called. Inside that roll number 1 2 3 4 5 will be passed, and here Kushagra will be passed, and that Kushag will be stored in this, and 1 2 3 4 5 will be stored in this, and 1 2 3 4 5 will be stored in this, and Kushag will be stored in this. This is constructor class. Okay, and these values will be stored in this. Okay, so finally roll number will be 1 2 3 4 5, and student class student address will be Kushagra. Okay, so after that line, computer will switch back to this class again, that is serialization code.java class, and with the help of these three lines, computer will create the Kushagra dot serializable class, that is Kushagra dot ser at this path. Okay, and with the help of this line, the objects will be stored in the stream of bytes form in this file, and then we will close the output stream with the help of oos.close, and fos.close will close the file output stream. After that the computer will print system serialization process is done in the output stream, like this. See, so hope so this must have been clear, your serialization concept, and if it has successfully cleared your concept, this actually is serialization is like a little bit of a complex type of concept. So if I have successfully cleared your concept, so please like, comment and subscribe, and do share to other of your colleagues or friends, and make this channel grow, so that I will be making more and more videos like clearing the core Java concept, then switching to programs, and then to the Android development. Okay, so I will be dealing each video with the three phases, that is theoretical in the programmatical way, and dry run concept in the program, and revising all the three cases again. Okay, so thanks a lot.